Peach's character? As
I really want to say it was hard because she is such a interesting girl. But it wasn't, because the writing on our show, I think, was so incredible. It was so funny, her lines. And I've played such a nice, sweet character for so many years that to be able to play on the other side, I get it. I enjoy why people like playing the bad girl, you know? It is fun. And just to have that sort of like back and forth with Penn's character, it was hilarious. So I really enjoyed playing her.
What was this transition like? As you mentioned, you know, you had this like a sweet character for the longest time, and then all of a sudden you transition into something a little bit more complicated, as with Peach's character. Because there are a lot of things that are likable about her, that you fall in love with Peach's character, and then there are moments throughout the series where it's just like, I can't believe Beck's friends with her.
I know.
Yeah.
And then she pulls you back in, and that's the element of being like that queen bee of the group that I dealt with, and even like the show that I was in before, you know? So it's, you're kind of like Joe's American Way, where you have to have these likable characteristics because you want to have a fan group around you, you know, with the friends, but then you're also sort of the nasty one. I mean, it wasn't really that hard to play into because I've grown up with people like that, you know? So there were girls in high school, so I kind of played off of them a little bit too, and yeah, it was fun.
I think I loved Peach's character because of the way that she cared for her friends, as Penn mentioned. The way that she carried herself, you know, with so much grit and so much passion and confidence. Yes, she was so beautiful. And
she was willing to give it all up.
Yes.
For Beck.
For Beck.
She was willing to give it all. She was so romantic, if you think about it. I mean, there's some other stuff in there. You know, there's Raj and all that. But
and
there's what do they call it? See, the thing, I want to make references to things in the show, but that means that I'd be taught. It's not about spoilers. It's like it's inappropriate. I don't know that I wouldn't normally be able to stand on stage and talk about like sex toys and have I mentioned murder?
Killing people, yes. You might want to remind us.
Sorry.
No, but Penn, other people actually also, I
What
especially love the dialogue. You know how you would annotate some of the stuff that's going on screen. And fans are asking if you actually went for a vocal coaching for everything.
No. I mean, I've always.
That's his voice.
I've always been able to do this. No, but it was really fun. It was really fun. It was actually, most of my lines are in my head.
Yeah.
Most days when I was on set, actually, I wouldn't have to memorize any lines. I would just have to do them later. And that was quite interesting. Yeah, so but you know what? I started when I was a child. When I was like 9 or 10 years old, I started in voiceovers. I worked at a radio station.
Did you really?
Yeah, and I was in
There we go.
I was in 2 Nintendo 64 video games. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, so it makes
See
sense.
that? Yeah.
You learn something new every day.
And Mario Tennis and Mario Golf.
See, so I feel like even if Penn says something as like, I like eating cotton candies, in the Joe voice, please just indulge us. Okay. Like, think of the fluffiest sentence that you could think of, and say it in your Joe voice.
I wouldn't ordinarily eat such a confectionery treat, but you are so like a cloud, like a blue puff. So delectable. Such a okay. So you get I don't know. You gotta. I'm an actor. I'm not a writer.
Give it up for PENN BADGLEY and Shay Mitchell too. Now, before we wrap it up, I have been tasked with the most important duty of the day, which is